Hello, Tech Bros, we're back with the Soundcore Liberty 4. After testing these out for some time now, and it's time to have a chat. I do remember this cool case and how it lights up. And the same applies when it's charging as well. Really cool. Battery life is decent as well. You get about 28 hours, a little bit less high volume, and your ANC turned up and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get straight in. So you've got 360 degree immersive spatial audio, which is super cool for movie, music, and even gaming. Even though these are not targeted at gamers, more so these are for music and music. They sound excellent on the gaming. There's no real lag latency now during my testing. And I've tested these in other means as well. I've been on a couple of flights. ANC is pretty good, but not as good as the Liberty Pro 3. So I look forward to seeing the Liberty 4 Pro when they do come out. So overall the sound is crisp and rich, nice volume as well. And you've got your app, which we'll be taking a look at in a minute. With your 360 immersive spatial audio, they sound really good. They're comfortable and nice to wear for long periods of time. And of course you can personalise these too. You can do a Hear ID with them as well. And just do that test when you do get them first to get that proper seal and all that kind of stuff. And you can quickly see that in the app as well. So the Hear ID is more so for the active noise cancelling. The active noise cancelling is pretty good. Not as good as the Liberty Pro 3, but still very good and up there. And in these we've got a lot of fitness activity stuff, particularly the heart rate, which is really cool. And a lot of fitness focused features inside the app. But overall, for comfort and fit, a good battery life is excellent as well. And they look really nice too. I like the design, they're not too big. And on this particular pair of earbuds, you don't have a touch sensitive area. You kind of squeeze here, like so. And obviously the same on this side. And you can change the sensitivity of that, which we'll have a look at in a minute. So to get all that out of the way, the most important part is what people want to know is how they sound, and they are really, really good. Good ANC, good volume, and good highs, lows, and mids. No overlapping or not overlapping. No tinniness or distortion when maxed out on volumes on all genres. I've tried, and believe me, they've been through a lot of music listening hours with the flights I've been on lately, which is really good. And that's important to know. So you've got your LDAC high-res audio as well. You've got your heart rate sensor, personalised ANC, and you've got these comfort tips as well. Now they are comfortable. Now again, as I always say with the earbuds, make sure you get the right tips to begin with, because if you don't, you're wasting your time putting any earbud in the ear. They've got the advanced acoustic system and ACAA coaxial acoustic system. You've got your head tracking, dual modes as well. Now I'm going to look at that head tracking thing in a minute. So that's also pretty cool. And I'll also tell you've got strain on your neck, depending on what way you're sitting or looking at your phone when you're doing it. You'll understand more when I show you on the app what that actually means. Again, you've got wireless charging, which is really good. And again, I like wireless charging on my product. And that's present here, as you would have seen in the unboxing earlier on when we checked these out. So what we're going to do is pull up the app. And here is the app here. So if we just move this in a little bit more maybe. And there we go. So you've got your buttons here. You've got noise cancelling, normal, and transparency mode. And that off the bat is good. And you can tell the difference obviously between the three. And the transparency mode is excellent, because if you're out jogging you can hear what's going on around you, which is good. You've got your vocal mode and fully transparent as well in there. So for your sound effects, you've got your spatial, Hear ID, default, and custom EQ in the app. And for your controls, you've got single press, double press, and you can customize these as well. And you can see here, or you can reset them. So if you go in here, you can change to volume and all that kind of stuff there. And the same applies over here. So I just have them set up nice and simple, skip and reverse tracks. And of course you've got your voice assistant as well, be it Siri or Google, so whatever suits you. They are present, your volume up and down is present. And the squeeze to tap thing works really good. So what I'm going to do is pop on some music there. and pop them in the ear, of course. So that's a pause. And skip track, you will double squeeze like so, and reverse track is double squeeze. And that's it done. Now, one thing I will say is make sure that the stems are pointing down so your lobes don't get in the way. So back onto the app itself now before we go on. So that's pretty much it in that department there. So you got your Soundcore Wellness in here, and you've got your heart rate, your stress, your exercise, your duration. Now just actually move these over onto a different phone, so everything's going to reset here. But you'll get your activity here, which will come up in a chart along here, which is excellent. But there is some screenshots up on the blog post. You can see the heart rate there. Let's just check on the Apple Watch. And was 111. We'll just see 108. It's saying 108 or 9 there. 109. So you can see there that it's consistent with Apple Watch and Ultra and my earbuds, so that works out kind of well, I think, which is really good. Here's your posture. Now watch, I'm moving my head. See what I was talking about earlier on? It's detecting left to right and front to back, and this is excellent for getting good posture. So if you can get the posture correct. Now I'm just going to try and do it here for you live. Oh, almost had it, but you get how that works, which is really excellent. So you've got a neck posture reminder as well, habitual posture. So that's going to mind there, and then you can see here the other variations that come when you use that. I think that's really cool. So you can go into your exercise there. Again, we have screenshots of these up on the blog post. You've custom, so you can have custom brisk walking, running, create a workout. You've courses here to pick out: running 1, running 2, brisk walking and running. And if you go here, you have your voice guide as well. And if you go here, you can set your duration, and then through there you get your targets as well. You can put your calories up on that too, which is really good. So that's really it. And you get your scores then, as mentioned, down there for your week, a month. If you go back then, you can check out all the other activities that you've done over time. So overall, pretty good. So in here, you can put in your settings for your personal statistics. You can have user guides in here, FAQs, user manual, quick start, app, sound wellness, spatial sound charging, Bluetooth operation, wearing as well. And as mentioned there, you can see have them pointed down so your lobes don't get in the way. You've got a live chat, feedback and phone. How-to videos are in there as well, which is really good. And of course your main statistics here. You can see my case is almost dead, and we've got left and right here fully charged. And that's really about it. Of course, ANC. Now, when I just swap that to ANC from here, I can hear the difference. It's really good. Going to normal is kind of standard, but when I put transparency on, I can hear my surroundings. This is actually excellent, and how this technology works, but they work really well on this pair of earbuds, and you can hear the notable differences when you swap between them. A lot of earbuds have these features, but you don't really necessarily hear so much of a difference between each setting, but with these you do, which is really cool. You should check out the activities here, and if you're into all this kind of stuff here, it's really helpful for you. If you're into fitness, I'm not kind of one of those people anymore. But your sound effects here, you have a test here to do for the ID, as I mentioned, and you've got down your EQ here. You've got your trebles, small speakers, R&B, rock, pop, lounge, Latin, piano, jazz, flat, electronic, hip hop, dance, deep, podcast, classical, bass booster, reducer, acoustic and soundcore signature. So you have all that kind of stuff here, and you have a little graphic up here as well. And of course they're custom, which you can just drag these up and down in your settings here. You can make your own as well. So of course, typical slider effect here, which you can choose to your own liking, which is, everyone is different. They like different kind of settings. And that's really about it. So just press plus, put a new one in there, job is done. And that's really about it. So that's it for the Soundcore Liberty 4. Super pair of earbuds for the price, can't go wrong. Do get them, especially if you're into the fitness as well. I want those extra features, but the other features to talk about as well is the heart rate, which works, and it's kind of consistent because I've been watching that very closely, because it's the first time I've seen this in a pair of earbuds. It's matched up. You've seen it here live on my wrist and here, so they work. Check them out. We'll leave a link below to rate and pick them up, and thanks to Soundcore for sending them over to us to check out. See you in the next one.